Okay, you guys need to clear off. Go.
There we go. Alrighty. And
Like, watch some TV or something.
there. There we are. Hey. Okay. Not the best, but it'll work for tonight. All right. So, welcome. And, jeez, where do we begin? Uh, you guys began last session delving uh, a tropical fey-ish cave, overcoming some of the traps, um, and ended with an encounter with a rival gang of pirates. Um, After you finished them, um, Lieutenant Atticus uh, called forth the rune or the script on these seashells and opened the center of the floor, and this giant ancient worm came out of it with a crystal in its like the top of its head. Um, you guys went round for round, swing for swing, um, before slaying the beast. And Atticus weaseled his way, like got the crystal, pocketed it. He's Weasel, so that makes sense. And you guys started running back towards the exit, averting all of the dangers and making your way out to the top where an ambush laid wait for you. Um, However, pretty sure, I forget who it was, absolutely slayed the first attack. I know Carver went up and got I believe she
I
got.
was carrying. Who was I carrying? What's his name? I was the eagle, and I when
Oh
they
yeah,
shot the
yeah,
arrows, I pulled him up because I
that's
couldn't lose
right.
concentration, or we'd both be screwed.
That's right.
Yeah,
And um, you after the final blow was dealt and the the last enemy laid limp amongst the strait and the water and the current and got swept away. You guys boarded your ship, and Atticus started sailing you around, going west and around one of the smaller islands before you um, hit the northern tip of the moon chase, and night sets in. The sails are fully unfurled. The wind is at your back, and you just kind of shoot off into this vast expanse of water known as the Sea of Swords. Heading, oh, I think it would be northeast, something like that, northeast, to Waterdeep. So I ask you guys, is there anything that you would like to do um, among the journey? I think it's about 250 miles, 300 miles. It's about 300 miles from where you are. Yeah, it's about 300 miles. So, what's that? Oh, geez. We'll say 5 to 6 days of travel. I think, right? You go 30. Wait, is it 30 miles? I don't remember ship movement. But the point being is you have a lot of time. Is there anything you would like to do while on the ship?
I would just get to know everybody casually. I wouldn't make a big deal about it, but I would like to see if anybody seems, I'm always wary of my surroundings and who I'm around, so that would be what I would be doing.
Daruk? Carver?
Carver would be frantically cleaning up all of the coins that they spilled all over the crow's nest.
Yes.
And then after that would be definitely biding her time, waiting for the last night.
Okay.
Because the last night that they're going to be on the ship, whenever that ends up being, would be the night that she attempts to steal back Cole's ring.
Gotcha. All right. Carver, how about this new companion? I mean, you have a few. The Tabaxi that is following you around at your feet. Probably to the point that it's annoying. I think it would serve Fuzzy Boots. But you're looking around. Actually, I would like to bring Taruk in this. And I'd probably say it's probably like a moment that Carver, Taruk, and Verwin or Crass have as you're like sitting, waiting for time to pass, anticipating your second arrival into Waterdeep, and you look back over the crew and you can see Atticus at the helm, shouting orders to his crew. Obviously, the Tabaxis invading your private space as much as he can. And you see Victor, you know, just probably sitting on the deck, messing with his equipment or cards, maybe giving a reading to one of the members. And you have just this moment of reflection. Also, where's Kaladin's body? And is Crass specifically in supervision? Or
like, do you mean so? We left Kaladin's body back at the
you
temple, but then we're pursuing his soul.
you would have brought his body with you.
We would have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought we had left it.
No. No, that was loaded on the ship. I mean, it could just be in a hammock. That's fine. It's just when you get to Waterdeep, you're gonna have to transport a furbolg somehow. And maybe that's something to think about.
Yeah.
But nothing. All right.
Awkward silence. So, so there would be some reflection on coming back and how far we've come, how the party has changed. It's so weird coming back without the majority of the people that we were with, and really not knowing anything about Victor other than what he says and what he does, and that's sort of how Taruk really judges people, anyways, because everyone's new. But I don't know. I think that it's a different time, at least for Taruk, because everything's so different. Um, but yeah,
All
there
right.
would be some chatter about that over a cup of tea or something.
Um, yeah, I don't know that I feel really one way or the other. Victor, you seem like all right, but I'm still prepared to, like, slit your throat in your sleep if you turn out to be a problem. I hope you don't take offense to that.
Of course not.
Of course not. Good. Good man. Sir Fuzzy Boots? No. Sir Fuzzy Boots? No. No. No.
But Master, I can't do a great Jeff impression, but
Oh, no space. Fuzzy Boots. You are 3 times your size.
it's
But I want to cuddle with you.
all right. It's the night before. You've been on the sea 6 days. Smooth sailing. Weather has been what's the word I'm looking for? Accommodating. And you see Lieutenant Atticus hand off the helm to his second inmate, the female half elf. She takes the. This is probably midday when he goes in for his rest. Actually, you said, we'll be arriving at night. So you want to do it the day before, or when he goes to for his rest?
Yeah, when he goes for his rest the
Okay.
day before we dock. So I imagine that, like, he sleeps at night.
No, he does. He does like Atticus is not a morning person. So he usually takes like second and third shift and then hands off the wheel for the early morning. And it's like an abbreviated, like, he probably only sleeps for like 6 or 7 hours. And it's from like, we'll say like 4 in the morning to, just before lunch.
Okay. So yeah, I would spend my time tracking his routine so that I know when he takes his shifts, so that when he goes to bed for the early morning, I would follow him.
Okay. Perception. This is a lot of thing. You're watching his schedule, so I feel like that would be, yeah. Do.
16?
Hey. All right. He almost catches you a few times. Like in one of the time, he gives you a look.
I wave.
Yeah. And he heads in. You don't think anything of it other than, he. But those times, you get to like right up to his quarters, and you can gather his routine, and by that you wait a couple hours that night before. After he goes in, he undorns and does his pre-ritual, and you
Okay.
sit outside one of those like circle windows that's open. You see him crash
Yeah.
out. The ship's just rocking a little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah, I will stealth my way into the room,
Okay.
and I will, check his desk and everything first. See if maybe he has taken the ring off.
All right. Give an investigation roll.
Do you want stealth as well?
Yep. I mean,
So that's 26 for stealth.
rogue
And
things.
a 16 for investigation.
How much?
16.
16. Okay. You go through like his end table, his desk. There's with 16. You find 2 sacks of coins for about 15 gold pieces each. You find some ledgers that you can tell are definitely forged, like to make it look like this was on a legitimate voyage. Um, and they're well done, but you've seen things, and you know Atticus enough to know that. You don't find the ring you're looking for. There are a couple rings scattered amongst the desk and in the drawers and on the end table. I mean, he's kind of flamboyant with his jewelry, but you don't see the ring. However,
Okay. Well,
you turn over to him and he kind of shifts with the rocking of the boat and rolls over, and as he does that, his one hand pulls on like the wool blanket, and you can see the gold shiny ring with that ruby gem just encased in it. As he pulls over, it is on his left hand.
okay. I will go over and as gently as possible try to remove the ring without waking him.
Okay. Go ahead, roll sleight of hand.
That is I don't actually do this one very often, so that's a 13 plus 8 is 21.
Damn it. It's for your size, the size of the ring, and Atticus and the rocking of the boat. It's a grueling process. Like every time you start to like move it off, and this ring's probably the size of your fucking head, right? um, like the boat shifts in a way where Atticus moves his body, and you just have to kind of flip flop. But after, give me a Constitution check.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay. Probably like what feels like an hour is actually 30 seconds of intense trying not to wake him up. You pop the ring off of his finger.
Awesome.
You see him
And
shift
then I
a little bit. Yes?
yeah, I as soon as I have the ring, I beeline it for that window and I fuck off.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. After I'm going to find Victor, and hopefully Victor is still asleep.
What time is it?
Ooh, probably 4:30 in the morning. 5 o'clock,
Yeah, I'd
maybe.
imagine he's still sleeping. Yeah, yeah, he probably stays up late, so he could be
Okay.
asleep and sleep in late a little bit.
Okay, so I will find wherever Victor has taken up his residence,
Okay. One of the lower bunks.
and I will find Victor's haversack or bag of holding or what he has on him,
Easy enough for you.
and I'm going to pop the ring inside of it.
Okay.
As I know that the captain has been watching me watching him. And Victor's the only one of us who didn't know about this. So, he has at least plausible deniability.
Oh boy. All right.
And then I'll go take my rest up in the crow's nest.
Okay.
But I will stealth my way up there. And to Victor's room, for that matter, because I don't want to be seen.
Okay. Give me 2.
That's 26 for the first one. And a natural 20 for a 32 on the second.
There you go. There it is. So, I mean, quiet as can be for Victor's thing, but you feel very confident as you make your way to the crow's nest that no one knows. You weren't spotted. You are it's probably like one of those yeah kind of moments, like you get it all done and unspotted, fall asleep, you wake up to the sun beating down on you. Taruk, Victor wake up, go to the top of the deck, off in the far distance, and this is a cloudless day. You can see the mountains and the land. You're still way off, but you start to see just the visage of the mainland.
I'm going to go and
So, even though the sun hits her, she's gonna doze in the crow's nest.
Okay.
Keep her spell book open next to her so that if somebody comes, she can like look like she was studying.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Victor.
I was gonna find Carver and Taruk at some point and invite them for tea and breakfast if they haven't had it yet.
You can find Taruk. Carver, on the other hand,
I mean, I would assume she's up in the crow's nest. I mean, that's where she's been since day one, right?
yeah. Yeah.
I'll go up there. Climb up and look for her. Carver.
Yeah, Carver,
Oh,
you jump up, your book flurries like in like 2 pages, and Victor's peeking over the edge.
Apologize for waking you. Long night?
Oh no, I must have fell asleep studying. Sorry.
Of course. I would like to invite you for a morning meal and perhaps some tea. If
I
you're
could do tea.
interested.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I will
tea.
meet you.
This is a pirate ship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have rum, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If you
Cool.
prefer something stronger, I have a wine from my homeland that perhaps you'd be interested in. Or, of course, rum, whatever you wish. I'm sorry?
Okay.
Excellent.
Uh,
Farouk. We'll find him.
Yeah.
Would you join me for a meal and a drink?
This is another moment that I want drawn as like Victor is climbing up the mast to the crow's nest, and he looks in, and Carver like flies out, and he's climbing back down, and he says Taruk, and Taruk just flies around, and you got these companions now that are just making everything look easy as you like climb back down, you fly to the deck. Sorry.
The Taruk will come down and land on a railing. And I'm sorry. Did you say you food and drink?
Indeed, I have some breads and a few pastries from my homeland, as well as the wine, and of course our famous tea. It is a custom. We have shed blood together. We have spoken as friends, even if you do not yet count me among yours. It would be a great honor to me if you would join me, speak
You know,
with me.
we'll see how today goes, and if by the end of today you're still with us, I'll consider you a friend. How's that?
That is a great honor.
Awesome.
I'm imagining she's like flying around saying that, like, like maybe if you last looking. Yeah.
What you'd notice about Victor too is
Like flutter, hover, kind of, because
how
my
tall
flight
is she actually?
doesn't actually require the use of my wings.
Is she like a
Like-
foot? Are we talking
like
like
a
a foot
foot.
tall? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That changes things in my head a little bit. I was thinking, okay, yeah, excellent.
Right?
Come, little bird.
Aren't you like a foot, Carver?
Like a big pixie.
Like
You are like a hummingbird,
tall.
graceful in the sky.
Be a small creature, so I think as rules as written, I am actually 2 feet tall. But yeah, I'm a foot tall.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I go and prepare then. I go either if there's enough room in where I'm staying, or I ask.
There's a
Below.
a
There's a
makeshift.
galley.
Yeah, there's a galley.
Yes, but I prefer privacy with my new
Oh.
friends if possible.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's much privacy going on as it is. So
I mean, probably like the storage area.
I go to
Is-
the galley. How many people are eating in the galley?
They're all on deck.
Perfect then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. We can eat here. I was just gonna pay off anybody. They're all a couple silver pieces to everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, the ship was kind of ghost crewed in the beginning, which is why he wanted your help. So you know,
Excellent. Yeah, I get prepared, get out some of the bread and butter, and jams, and a few of the pastries, and the vine wine, as they call it, the red vine wine. Um, some of the tea, of course, are famous from my homeland. Yeah. If they join me, I pour them whatever they wine or tea. You can see Victor is very meticulous about the way it's set up. The way he makes his tea, it is more of it's very it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a routine, not a routine, but like he definitely takes pride in the way he's making his tea and everything. Everything's set up. He offers everything to you first. Pours the way he pours his wine is he twists the bottle right at the end, not let a drop spill. Takes his time with everything. Decides it. Please enjoy. As I said, it is a custom where I'm from.
Okay.
And I'll start to eat as well and drink some of the tea. But halfway through, I do, perhaps we had some small talk or whatever, but there is another custom, something that I've done very rarely. You see, again, I do not make allies easily. Some people are put off by me. Can't imagine why. Where I come from, when new people meet and when friendships, he stares long and made a wry smile at Carver when he says that. When friendships begin, there's a way that we show a trust. Where I come from, secrets are currency. They are valuable. So I offer you something now. I will tell you something that no one else knows about me. My name is not Victor, and I am not from anywhere you have been. There are there are individuals who would love to know to bring me back. But as I said, my name is not Victor. I am not from these lands, and some would be very valuable. Some would send me back, pick me back. Again, I've told nobody, but my custom, tell a secret, is to give one's trust.
Hmm.
He
Interesting.
pulls his wine up, or his tea up and takes a drink.
So oddly enough, I'm not from around here either. So I don't know if I've told the story before, but I came from the plane of air. So it's a place where the winds are constantly blowing. All the people who live there look like me, sort of. Different types of other bird folk. The Arakakra. And so we fly around a lot. We have different customs. You know, if I want a girlfriend, as the people around here say it, I have to go fight this dude. And we like grapple each other in the air with our talons and we fall down in spirals. It's quite dramatic. But yeah, I'm not from around here either.
You see, Victor's quite interested in what you said. That I am honored that you would offer this secret to me. This. You say you're from a different plane.
Yes.
Interesting. I too am not from this land, not from this plane, as you would say it. Though my situation is a bit different. Thank you, Baruch. I take your secret and I swear to keep it.
I mean, it's kind of getting around, really. The people, oh, I mean, the whole coincidental gathering of us was really we were taken and put together in a room, and we had pieces of us were taken from us, stolen. I had my feathers clipped. I couldn't fly, and then they grew back. But so we were all gathered together, and we weren't regular folk, if you know what I'm saying. So that's how our group all sort of got together. And we met Carver, and then we, you know, it all led to where we are now. And some of the group isn't here anymore, but it's quite interesting. The intrepid group are not normal folk, if you know what I'm saying.
I've clearly found the right place.
I'm technically a lot of folks. So there's that.
I have no idea what that means.
We all have secret sides. We all have another, as they were, but maybe not others.
At this point, Sir.
I'll tell you a secret that I have for you when we dock.
At this point, Sir Fuzzy Boots drinks a little bit of wine and gets off of the bench and just lays down, or goes to lay down at the spot where Carver's hovering over, and he makes a couple circles, and then he just plops on the floor. Just Jeff flavor, sorry.
You have an interesting ally here. Interesting.
So I take a big gulp of wine, which for everybody else is like half of a sip.
Right.
Is it good wine? Does it taste good?
Victor?
Oh, the wine is the wine is the best wine you've ever had. At least, I mean, to Victor it is. It's a red wine. It's got legs. It's It's probably very like an earthier type of wine, but if that's what you like, yeah, to him, I mean, you can see, and the tea as well. The tea is very um, strong and flavorful and exotic. Again, if that's the type you like. So yes, it's delicious. You can see the bottle is very old. It's not hasn't he just cracked it. You can tell he's been carrying it around for a very long time.
I mix the tea with the wine and drink it that way.
Oh, you see a look of pain go across his face, but he just doesn't say anything. Interesting taste you have.
Yeah, it kind of tastes a little bit better this way. Is there any sugar?
Don't think the ship would have sugar. I think it goes bad too quickly. You'd have to use a piece of fruit.
It doesn't look like there's any fruit in here. We've been traveling a while.
Yeah, it might have been the first to go.
Oh, I know. Prestidigitation. Make it sweet.
Nice.
Done.
I know. You go, whoop, and I stir it with my finger a couple of times, and I go, perfect.
It is perfect. After that, the door opens to the galley, and you see the white and black spotted tabaxi, known as Lieutenant Atticus, just looks over you guys for a second, says, we are halfway there. We should be arriving at the ports close to sundown. Hands on deck would be appreciated when we cross the gates. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Addie,
What?
you should try this. This here, drink it.
Is it the mixed stuff?
Yeah.
No. Atticus, if you want a drink, I have one for you, please. Wine or tea? Wine or tea?
You know that peer a cat can give you, that like when they look through your soul, that kind of glare goes towards Carver. Like, he's pegged her a couple times, looking at her. Now he's trying to give him a funny drink. Not this bad. He just peers at you.
Look. It's good.
He's gonna look towards Victor.
He grabs the wine, pours a glass, slides it over to him. Knows Atticus somewhat.
Whale sport.
Swirls it around, smells it, drinks it. Oh.
A man who can appreciate a good drink.
It is good. I enjoy it. I'm sure I enjoy this a lot more than I would enjoy that. Well, jeez. All right, so...
Look, it's a hot toddy, but with wine. It's perfect.
It's weird. And quite frankly, you're a bit weird. And as much as I appreciate your help, maybe the weirdness... It's just weird lately. Everything's weird. What's everybody's
off? I have a 16 passive perception.
Okay,
passive perception.
16. Taruk, what's your passive?
Perception is 18.
Carver? So both of you peg him, and he's like you know how you roll your wedding, like a ring? He's doing that, but there's no ring there. And his whole demeanor is like, I mean, Atticus is, an initiative, like, guy, but he is still, like, cool. You've had good interactions with him. He's not always, like, a on-edge captain, but you see his eyes like darting around more and him being just a little bit more fidgety.
I subtle cast detect thoughts on him. I mean, you see Victor just goes,
Okay, let's see here. Is there a saving throw involved?
not for the surface level thoughts.
Okay. Surface thoughts. Carver's is tricky, but I don't think she has the gall to pull one over my head. Taruk is innocent. He likes you. I guess that'd be
Yeah,
kind
we've
of
known each other.
yeah, and you know, you did the tarot, the reading, and recently, like, he just it's not like completely lost track. It's just like one of those things where you like found a really cool toy, and then you misplaced it, and you're a little
I will
distracted.
shift my thoughts to Carver for surface level thoughts.
Do 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 do.
Probe deeper.
My G, pistol Victor, it's okay.
What's the safe?
DC 17 Wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Taruk, in this moment, you like seem like you're the only one living in the moment as you're like eating the pastries and having some tea. You know, everybody else is having this.
A little lightning between eyes moment.
He's just like,
This is Bergamot.
Crast is like, "Where's the syrup? Where's the syrup? I need some syrup." You know, and he just shoving pastries in his face and being all barbaric. What was this? What was your save, Carver?
Well,
so I can, if it fails, you gain insight into the emotional state and something that looms large in its mind, such as worries, over, loves, hates.
Carver
Any
doesn't.
questions or discussions that are going on will shape her. So like, oh, I guess it says directed at the target. Never mind. I thought it said. So technically, I guess he wasn't directly saying anything about it. So to her.
I also have a low enough passive perception that I did not see that he was twirling the spot and looking nervous. I am fully invested in this tea and pissing off everybody in the room because that's my jam.
Right, but I do gain insight past any like of what would be looming in your mind, like subconsciously, not just your surface thoughts.
Yeah, subconsciously, worry for Kaladin. Because she'll never admit that she fucking cares, but she cares. Hoping that Cole is in fact in that ring, but because she knows the nature of it, she's fairly certain that he is.
What ring? Do I know the ring? Do I know the ring?
To gain access to it once they're off the ship. I guess you would see that she did in fact like subconscious thoughts. She's not consciously thinking about it.
Something that looms large. So yeah, it means something that's beyond. Like yes, I understand you could be like setting up a mental block for your surface thoughts, like da, 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 da. But your deeper thoughts, I think it means like something that would loom large in your mind. So I guess if it's Kaladin that's looming most, or the person you just stole from walks in the room.
More geared towards getting to them. Not
Fair
so
enough.
much the acquisition of them, but like getting to them again.
Okay, I dropped my my probe.
Okay.
My thought process.
Atticus shakes his head a little bit, wipes his eyes. All right, as I said, probably half day, sundown, up top. All right, count on you. Hey, hey, hey. All right. He's gonna walk halfway out the door and do one of those like ball foot turns, reach over to the table, grab a pastry, look at Victor, give him a little wink, turn around, and then go out the door. All right. So, anything else? Any more conversations?